Hello and welcome to the Legacy Branding. This is an introduction to white labeling. My name is Golden and this is House of Gold. My mission here is to get you on your feet, to establish your legacy, to get you into a clear path of what you need to do to truly build the foundation of success. So I want to be very clear, this is not an overnight success. However, if you continue taking these steps day by day and enhancing your mindset along the way, you are going to get to your result. The key here is to not allow the chaos and things that don't align with your end goal to take over your thoughts, take over your actions and your habits. So be very, very cognizant on this journey. There will be limiting beliefs that do come up. There will be doubt. But as long as we're in this together, as long as you work with me, stay by me, you will overcome and prevail. Now, we're going to get into the introduction to white labeling. Now, this is first section is just going to be an understanding of the concept of white labeling, because we always need to understand what we're getting into so our mind can have a very deep understanding of how to navigate challenges and obstacles when they do arise. So let's talk about the definition and concept of white labeling. So white labeling is a concept where a product or a service is produced by one company and then it's rebranded and sold by another company as its own. So something that you're probably considering right now is white labeling, because you probably noticed that you can't do it all on your own. So this is where you're going to be finding a manufacturer who's already creating this product or service, and then you are going to put your brand, your touch, your sauce, and make it your own and sell it as your own. Now, a lot of people I bumped into always thought that this was illegal. This is totally legal. This is definitely in the industry, and you're going to learn the real secret of how people keep up with all those numerous amounts of orders. It's through white labeling. So let's talk about marketing and branding, because this is really going to heavily rely on the brand you're building. Branding and marketing is extremely important when it comes to white labeling, because yeah, you have the product, but now how do you sell it, right? Whereas before you're like, okay, I'm making the product, and that's where all your focus went to, that you probably didn't think of marketing and branding. So don't worry, I got you. We're going to be going through this and really understanding how to get the expertise of marketing and branding in your business, and also have a successful connection with a white label manufacturer. So one key characteristics of white labeling is there's so many ways to do this. There is not one way. However, let's talk about the essential attributes of white labeling, such as the absence of branding from one original manufacturer, meaning they just give you the product. They just give you the product or the service, and you do your sauce with it. And then the potential for product customization. So another manufacturer or the same one actually offers product customization. So they'll do the labeling for you, they'll do the packaging for you, they'll do the whole thing for you. And this is where it's important on maintaining quality standards and consistency. When you are picking your products, I need you to be very ethical and moral about the products you're choosing to sell, okay? Because even though the manufacturer has created the product, the liability is going to lie on your business. So be very aware of the ingredients that are in it so you can educate your consumers if it's, gluten-free or vegan, or if there's a chemical in there that a lot of people might be allergic to. This is where you really have to do your research and find a manufacturer that is ethical and transparent and will tell you what's in their product so you can properly brand and label them as your own. So let's get into the evolution and the growth of white labeling industry. White labeling, in its essential form, can be tracked back to the early 20th century when generic products were produced by manufacturers and sold under various names by retailers. The modern concept of white labeling gained prominence around the 1970s. And this is when the stores of brands were coming out, which were essentially products manufactured by third parties and sold under the brand name of a specific retailer. This practice allowed retailers to offer products at competitive prices while maintaining control over branding and pricing strategies. So, one key contributor to this whole concept is the Frito-Lay manufacturers. They own all the chips brands, but yet the chips seem like to be different brands, but they own it all, girl. And when that happens, now we can have a deep understanding of how legal this is. And therefore, you can join in on capitalizing and creating abundance from this place because of the people who paved the way before. Now, over the years of white labeling, it evolved from a limited retail practice to a widespread strategy adopted across various industries, including consumer goods, technology, and service sectors. The increased demand for cost-effective products and the growing emphasis on brand differentiation fueled the expansion of white labeling, enabling businesses to offer a diverse range of products under their own branding. So let's talk about the impact on business model. So the proliferation of e-commerce and the rapid advancement of digital platforms in the late 20th century and 21st century really revolutionized the business landscape, significantly impacting the growth of white labeling. E-commerce platforms provide a global market for businesses to showcase and sell their white label products to a broader audience, transcending geographical boundaries, transcending all of the obstacles that one may experience when selling locally. Now the e-commerce has access for more. Now, this is where we get into the untapped markets. So the rise of digital marketing and social media further excelled the growth of white labeling by facilitating targeted advertising and brand promotion. This allows businesses to establish direct connections with consumers, build brand loyalty, and create a distinct brand, identify even when leveraging white label products. With here, the flexibility, the scalability offered by digital platforms enables businesses to experiment with a variety of white label products. They can test the market, test the demand, and swiftly adapt their product offerings based on consumer preferences. Again, this is all about what does the consumer need. I know for certain, if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of hair manufacturers, wigs and weaves. It comes from a lot of different manufacturers. However, now the manufacturers has direct access to consumers as well, where you can get a wholesale price for that product. And that's kind of the competition where white labeling comes in. Some manufacturers will sell at competitive prices. So it's all about really honing in on your brand and making your brand special so you can mark up the prices and still be special and get that attention. So the flexibility coupled with the cost effectiveness of white labeling has really empowered businesses to expand their product lines and diversify their offerings, catering to a wider customer base with minimal investment in research and development. So white labeling is actually really great. It saves you a lot of time. You don't have to think about what scents you need for a specific product or what ingredients you need to find, and it's already taking care of you. So this strategic alliance between e-commerce and white labeling has really transformed the industry, making it an indispensable component of many, many business models. If you're deciding to white label clothes, you can white label clothes, anything really, lighters, anything. The market is so diverse right now, and as business continues to harness the power of e-commerce and digital platforms, the white labeling industry is expected to witness further growth and innovation ushering in a new era of product customization and market expansion. So that's a little tidbit on the history and the evolution and growth of white labeling. Now we got homework. I want you to really start to think of successful white labeling businesses. And if you don't know, I want you to present case studies of successful white labeling businesses across different sectors. It could be consumer goods, technology, services. I want you to analyze their strategies. I want you to analyze their market position and key factors contributing to their success. Like, what did they really do different that really boosted their brand? And, to be honest, it's always simple. It really truly is. It's always simple, and I hope you find that gem. I want you to have a case study emphasizing the significance of their branding. So, really look into their branding. What did these people do different from everyone else? And I want you to look into quality control. How did they make quality control a thing? Was it in their labels? They maybe addressed a certain thing. Was it in their brand stories and commercials that they talked about a specific subject that was like maybe taboo in the industry? Really understand the white labeling ecosystem, because when you do, it's really going to transform your mindset and really turn on the light bulb in your head to make money. Lastly, I want you to also do an analysis of the market, explore current trends and developments shaping the white labeling industry. So you're going to have to choose, okay, what is my product? And then I want you to learn about the increasing demand for the customized product. I want you to understand the rise of private label brands and impact on globalization on supply chains. So this includes Shopify. So I'll make it very, very simple. Shopify is I think they have a setup for direct to consumer manufacturer. So the manufacturer makes the product, Shopify is the seller, and then consumers can come and buy directly from the factory. I want you to find brands, because majority of brands do white label. I want you to find brands that, what did they do different with their labels, with their brand? Okay, we're not going to go deep into the logistics and all this stuff, but what are they doing? What are they doing different? What colors are they using? Are they making other people take on their brands? Meaning, are they sending it to influencers and they're doing all the selling? Like, what are they doing different? Find that niche in your market. It could be makeup, it could be candles. What are they doing different? What is so different about this brand? And if you can't find a brand that doesn't like align with what you want, then ultimately reach out. Well, we can definitely get on a one-on-one and we can do a little research session together. I'm really, really, really good at that, finding information. But for now, I want you to put that effort in to your business and look around. Go on Pinterest, go on Etsy, go on Shopify, go on Instagram, go on TikTok. Just search brands, whatever that product is. Search that product up and see what is different and try to find something different. And please don't limit yourself. Don't think you can sell a product for like $30 and call it a day when you could have actually sold it at 120 because you didn't do the research of finding that top tier brand that's selling it at that price. Remember, you can go into one store and buy a water bottle and it's $5, and you can go into another store and buy a water bottle and it's $10, and it's the exact same product. It's just a different label in a different store. So understand the niche that you're getting into by understanding the visuals that they provide for the brand and how they made it different from everything else. Because at the end of the day, a white label is going to be the same as everyone else. It's just your sauce, your touch that's going to elevate it and make it different. So I encourage you to reach out if anything. Make sure you get these analysis and understanding of successful white labeling businesses down pack. I want you to get a business journal, write this down, get it really, really clear on what it is. I want you to conduct research on a specific industry and identify key players using white label strategies. analyze the market, analyze what's different, and analyze the brand approach that they're taking. Is it for, women? Is it for men? Is it for kids? Is it for people who go to the beach? Is it for people who only drive cars? Like, really understand what are they selling. And then the last is the case study analysis. Select a notable white labeling case study and provide a detailed analysis of the company's journey, where they started, challenges, and strategies. And I think by now Apple has transitioned into some type of white labeling. I could be wrong, but they started off as, a handmade business, had factories and machines making it for them. But I think now they're taking parts from different companies and calling it their own, which again is legal. So just review the page that I have for you in this section. Go through it. I included all the outlines for you. So in case if you miss anything or learn a different way, maybe you need to read, I have that covered. So just take a look at that and finish up your assignment. And also, good luck with everything. Next, we will get into something very, very helpful with the next step, and that's understanding manufacturing partnerships. So first things first, understand who the competition are, what made them different, and then the next step up, we're going to be understanding manufacturing partnerships. So until then, I am so proud of you for putting yourself in this position, for learning something new, and really taking your legacy seriously when it comes to business and white labeling. So again, if you need any help, reach out to me. My email is support@houseofgold, gold with an E at the end.com. And I have myself on IG and Facebook and all that good stuff. I'll leave my contact in the notes section. And we will connect soon. This is going to be fun. Welcome to your next best phase.